Welcome to APCUG's Wednesday workshop, where we get together in the middle of the week and we talk new technology. Today, we are having a very unique presentation on one of the most newest topics, artificial intelligence. Our presenter today is somebody that I should not have to introduce. If you don't know Bob Gostischa, you need to talk to your program director and find out why Bob hasn't been doing his presentations for your club. We are right now scheduling October, which is Internet National Security Month, to try to fill that month up with workshops for Bob. So if you are looking for a presentation for October, and you should be, you need to contact Judy, schedule Bob in for that one. Bob is our security guru. He is the guy who has all the background and all the knowledge into keeping us safe. But one of the things that people are concerned about is, are we going to be safe with this thing called artificial intelligence? So we've asked Bob to come today and explain it all and to give us the background we need to know to how to deal with this, because I think Bob will agree it's not going away. So Bob, tell me about artificial intelligence.
Well, the reason I got involved with artificial intelligence is because at my age, my intelligence is waning. So it was time to get some help. Plain and simple. Let me start by sharing my screen. And what we're talking about today is AI, a closer look. AI is certainly more than just ChatGPT and DALL-E 2. AI is being utilized across a wide range of industries, and its applications are continuously evolving. The following video will outline some of the industries that heavily depend on AI.
A sampling of the many industries that depend on AI. AI is being utilized across a wide range of industries, and its applications are continuously evolving. Here are some of the industries that heavily depend on AI. Healthcare. AI is being used to improve patient outcomes and reduce the cost of care in the healthcare industry. Machine learning algorithms are used to analyze large amounts of patient data to provide personalized treatment plans. AI chatbots are also being used to answer basic questions and provide patients with information on their health care. Finance. AI is used in the finance industry to analyze and interpret large amounts of financial data in real time. It is used to predict market trends, identify potential fraud, and automate trading. AI algorithms are also used to personalize investment recommendations for customers based on their individual needs and goals. Retail. AI is being used in the retail industry to improve customer experience and increase sales. It is used to analyze customer data and provide personalized recommendations for products and services. AI-powered chatbots are also being used to assist customers with their inquiries and provide real-time support. Manufacturing. AI is being used to improve manufacturing processes and increase efficiency. It is being used to optimize supply chain operations, predict equipment failures, and automate production lines. AI-powered robots are also being used to perform repetitive tasks and increase productivity. Transportation. AI is being used in the transportation industry to optimize routes, reduce fuel consumption, and improve safety. It is used to analyze traffic patterns and provide real-time recommendations for drivers. AI-powered autonomous vehicles are also being developed to improve transportation efficiency and reduce accidents. Cybersecurity. AI is used in cybersecurity to improve the detection and prevention of cyber attacks. Here are some of the ways in which AI is used in cybersecurity. Threat detection. AI-powered systems are used to detect potential threats and vulnerabilities in real time. These systems use machine learning algorithms to analyze large volumes of data and identify patterns that may indicate an attack. They can also learn from past attacks to improve their ability to detect and prevent future attacks. Behavior analysis. AI-powered systems can analyze user behavior and identify anomalies that may indicate a potential attack. These systems use machine learning algorithms to learn about normal behavior patterns and identify deviations from these patterns. Malware detection. AI-powered systems can detect and prevent the spread of malware by analyzing code and identifying suspicious patterns. These systems can learn from past attacks to improve their ability to detect new strains of malware. User authentication. AI-powered systems can use biometric data to authenticate users and prevent unauthorized access to systems and data. These systems can use machine learning algorithms to learn about user behavior and identify potential fraud or impersonation. Threat responses. AI-powered systems can respond to threats in real time by automatically blocking suspicious IP addresses or quarantining infected machines. These systems can also initiate incident response procedures and alert security teams to potential threats. Overall, AI is used in cybersecurity to improve the speed and accuracy of threat detection and response. Its applications are expected to continue to expand as the threat landscape evolves and new technologies are developed. AI can be a powerful tool when used properly. Use it as a tool, not the final product. Stay safe, stay secure. I'll see you again soon, and thanks for watching.
During this presentation, I'll be sharing several videos that will give you a greater insight into AI. The videos that I'll be sharing are as follows. Number 1, AI, a closer look. Number 2, 10 pros and cons of using ChatGPT. Number 3, AI in cybersecurity, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Number 4, the new Bing with ChatGPT and how you can add it to Chrome. Number 5, what is phishing and can you protect against it? Number 6, AI generated out of space images. And this uses DALL-E 2. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have about each video's content at the end of this presentation. Otherwise, we'll be here until the cows come home. AI, a closer look. AI is more than just ChatGPT. I used Pictory AI in the creation of this video. I like that program so much, I have actually now purchased a license for it. AI, a closer look. Artificial intelligence is a broad field that includes the development of intelligent systems that can perform tasks that typically require human-level intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, perception, and natural language processing. There are many different AI tools available that can be used for various applications, including chat, audio, video, and other aspects of AI. Chat AI tools. Dialogflow, a platform that allows developers to build conversational interfaces such as chatbots, voice assistants, and IVR systems. IBM Watson, a cloud-based tool that allows developers to build and deploy chatbots and virtual assistants that can be integrated with various channels such as Facebook Messenger, Slack, and more. Botcrest, an open-source platform that allows developers to build chatbots using a drag-and-drop interface along with natural language processing and machine learning capabilities. RASA, an open-source machine learning framework for building conversational AI chatbots. Audio AI tools. Amazon Transcribe, a machine learning-powered service that allows developers to transcribe speech into text with support for multiple languages and accents. Google Cloud Speech-to-Text, a service that allows developers to transcribe speech into text using Google's machine learning models. Kaldi, an open-source toolkit for speech recognition that provides a wide range of speech recognition and signal processing tools. Mozilla Deep Speech, an open-source speech-to-text engine that uses deep learning techniques to transcribe speech into text. Video AI tools. Amazon Recognition, a machine learning-powered service that can identify objects, people, and activities in video and images. Google Cloud Video Intelligence, a service that allows developers to extract metadata from videos such as labels, shot changes, and explicit content detection. IBM Watson Visual Recognition, a service that allows developers to train custom models to classify and detect objects, scenes, and faces in images and videos. OpenCV, an open-source computer visual library that provides a wide range of tools and algorithms for images and video analysis. Other AI tools. TensorFlow, an open-source machine learning framework that provides a wide range of tools and libraries for building and deploying machine learning models. PyTorch, an open-source machine learning framework that provides a flexible and dynamic approach to building and deploying machine learning models. Scikit-learn, a machine learning library for Python that provides a wide range of tools and algorithms for data analysis, machine learning, and data visualization. Microsoft Cognitive Services, a suite of pre-built APIs and SDKs that provide various AI capabilities such as speech recognition, text analysis, and image recognition. In conclusion, there are many different AI tools available for chat, audio, video, and other aspects of AI, and the selection of the right tool depends on the specific requirements and use cases. Video number 2. 10 pros and cons of using ChatGPT. This points out 10 reasons to use ChatGPT and 10 reasons not to. It's a great tool, but it should not be the final product. As I stated in the video, I used it as an aid in creation of this video.
10 pros and cons of using ChatGPT. Let's start with the pros of using ChatGPT. Number 1, it's fast and accurate. ChatGPT can provide fast and accurate answers to a wide range of questions, allowing users to quickly access the information they need. Its advanced NLP techniques and large-scale training allow it to understand the meaning of questions and generate relevant responses, providing users with the information they need in real time. Number 2, versatile. ChatGPT can handle a wide range of topics, including general knowledge, specific domains, and conversational interactions. This versatility makes it a highly flexible solution for a range of use cases, from computer services and support to entertainment and social interaction. Whether users need help with a task, want to have a conversation, or simply want to learn something new, ChatGPT can provide them with the information they need. Number 3, natural language processing. ChatGPT uses advanced NLP techniques to understand the meaning of questions and generate relevant answers, providing a human-like interaction. This allows users to engage with ChatGPT in a way that feels natural and intuitive, helping to build trust and confidence in the system. Number 4, scalable. ChatGPT is a scalable solution capable of handling large volumes of queries and providing answers in real time. This makes it a powerful tool for business and organizations as it can automate tasks such as customer service and support, freeing up valuable resources and improving operational efficiency. Number 5, customizable. ChatGPT can be fine-tuned for specific domains and use cases, allowing for customization to meet specific needs, whether a business needs to provide a tailored response to customers' queries or a user wants to focus on a specific area of interest. ChatGPT can be tailored to provide the right answers. Number 6, cost-effective. ChatGPT can automate tasks such as customer service and support, reducing operational costs. By automating repetitive tasks, businesses and organizations can reduce their workload and improve efficiency, freeing up resources to focus on more important tasks. Number 7, accessibility. ChatGPT can be integrated into various platforms, making it easily accessible to a wide range of users. Whether users prefer to access ChatGPT through a website, mobile app, or other platform, they can easily get the information they need without having to navigate through complicated systems. Number 8, continuously improving. ChatGPT continuously learns and improves its performance, leading to a continually improving experience for users. With its ability to continually learn and adapt, ChatGPT provides users with the most accurate and up-to-date information possible. Number 9, multilingual. ChatGPT supports multiple languages, making it a global solution. This allows users from around the world to access information and engage with ChatGPT in their preferred language, improving the overall user experience. Number 10, fun and engaging. ChatGPT can provide fun and engaging conversations, making it a unique tool for entertainment and social interactions. Whether users want to have a lighthearted conversation or explore new topics, ChatGPT provides a fun and engaging experience that can help users stay entertained and informed. Now that we've looked at the pluses, let's take a look at some of the minuses, or the cons of using ChatGPT. Number 1, limited contextual understanding. Despite its advanced NLP capabilities, ChatGPT may still struggle to fully comprehend the context of a situation, leading to inaccurate or inappropriate responses. This lack of contextual understanding can undermine trust in the system and limits its effectiveness in complex scenarios. Number 2, bias and lack of diversity. As ChatGPT was trained on a large data set, it may reflect bias and a lack of diversity in its responses. This can result in inappropriate or insensitive responses and limit the diversity and perspectiveness and opinions provided by the system. Number 3, dependence on training data. ChatGPT's performance is dependent on the quality and quantity of data it was trained on. If the training data is not diverse or representative of all perspectives, the responses generated by the system may be limited and biased. Number 4, limited creativity. Although ChatGPT can generate novel responses, it may still struggle to generate truly creative or original ideas. Its responses are limited by the data it was trained on and may lack originality. Number 5, limited emotional intelligence. While ChatGPT can understand the sentiment of a question or statement to some extent, it may still struggle to fully grasp emotions and human experiences. This can lead to a lack of empathy and a failure to provide emotional appropriate responses. Number 6, potential of misuse. ChatGPT's advanced language generation capabilities can also be used for malicious purposes, such as spreading false information or spreading hate speech. Number 7, need for human moderation. Despite its advanced capabilities, ChatGPT still requires human moderation and oversight to ensure that its responses are accurate and appropriate. This can add an additional layer of complexity and cost to using the system. Number 8, limited personalization. While ChatGPT can be customized to some extent, its ability to personalize its responses is limited. This can result in generic or impersonal interactions, which can limit its effectiveness in certain applications. Number 9, vulnerability to adversarial inputs. Like all AI systems, ChatGPT is vulnerable to adversarial inputs, such as deliberately misleading or malicious questions. This can lead to incorrect or inappropriate responses and compromise the integrity of the system. Number 10, need for continuous improvement. ChatGPT performance can degrade over time as it encounters new and unexpected data. To maintain its accuracy and effectiveness, it requires continuous improvement and fine-tuning, which can be a time-consuming and resource-intensive process. In conclusion, ChatGPT is a powerful tool for business to automate customer service and sales conversations. It is cost-effective, automated, scalable, and can be personalized to provide better customer service. However, it is important to consider the potential drawbacks of using ChatGPT, such as the lack of human interaction and potential privacy concerns. Use it as an aid in creation. Do not allow it to be the final creation. By the way, I used ChatGPT in creating this presentation, but I made edits, so it was not the final presentation. Stay safe, stay secure, and I'll see you again soon.
Number 3, AI in cybersecurity. The good, the bad, and the ugly. AI technology has advanced to the level that it's now at a pivotal point.
AI in cybersecurity. The good, the bad, and the ugly. AI technology has advanced to the level that it's now at a pivotal point. Artificial intelligence is rapidly becoming a powerful tool in the cybersecurity landscape, with the potential to revolutionize the way we detect and respond to cyber threats. However, as with any technology, there are also risks associated with the use of AI in cybersecurity. In this video, we will explore both the advantages and dangers of AI in cybersecurity, including examples of how cybercriminals could use AI to improve social engineering attacks, and how cybersecurity companies can use AI to better protect users. My thanks to Louis Carones for his excellent article and the inspiration for this video. You'll find his article on the Avast blog at the link listed. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and get involved. One of the biggest advantages of AI in cybersecurity is its ability to automate tasks. Machine learning algorithms can be trained to identify patterns and anomalies in network traffic, allowing them to detect and respond to threats in real time. This can greatly increase the efficiency of cybersecurity teams and help them to stay ahead of rapidly evolving threats. For example, AI-based intrusion detection systems can automatically detect and block malicious network traffic without human intervention. AI can also be used to improve the accuracy of threat detection. Traditionally, cybersecurity solutions rely on rule-based systems that rely on predefined patterns to identify threats. However, these systems can be easily bypassed by attackers who use new tactics or techniques. AI-based systems, on the other hand, can learn from past incidents and adapt to new threats, making them more resilient to attacks. For example, AI-based systems can learn to identify new strains of malware by analyzing their behavior without relying on predefined patterns. Another advantage of AI in cybersecurity is that it can help organizations to prioritize their response to incidents. With the vast amount of data generated by networks, it can be difficult for security teams to determine which incidents are the most critical and require the most attention. AI can help to identify the most critical incidents and prioritize the response accordingly. For example, an AI-based system could automatically alert a security team of a high-priority incident, such as a ransomware attack, while a lower priority incident, such as a simple phishing attempt, could be handled automatically. As AI becomes more prevalent in cybersecurity, it also poses a threat to the security landscape. One of the biggest risks is that AI systems can be hacked or manipulated, potentially allowing attackers to take control of them. This could lead to the launch of devastating cyber attacks, such as a distributed denial of service attack or the exfiltration of sensitive data. For example, an attacker could use AI to evade intrusion detection systems by generating malicious network traffic that appears legitimate. Another risk associated with AI in cybersecurity is that it can be used to launch highly sophisticated and targeted attacks. AI-based systems can learn from past incidents and adapt to new tactics, allowing attackers to evade traditional security solutions and launch highly effective attacks. For example, AI-based malware could be used to evade antivirus software by constantly changing its code and behavior, making it difficult for security teams to detect. AI-based social engineering attacks are becoming more sophisticated and harder to detect. Cybercriminals are using AI to impersonate human behavior, such as using AI-generated text or voice to impersonate a trustworthy person or entity to trick users into giving away their personal information or money. This makes it increasingly difficult for users to distinguish between legitimate and malicious communications. Cybersecurity companies are using AI to protect users from these types of attacks. For example, AI-based systems can be used to detect and block malicious social engineering attempts by analyzing communication patterns and identifying anomalies. Additionally, AI-based systems can be used to identify and block malware by analyzing the behavior of files and processes in real time. The use of AI in cybersecurity can bring significant benefit in terms of automation, threat detection, and incident response. However, it also poses risks such as the potential for hacking and manipulation, the launch of sophisticated attacks, and the violation of privacy. Cybersecurity companies are using AI to protect users from these types of attacks by detecting and blocking malicious social engineering attempts and identifying and blocking malware by analyzing the behavior of files and processes in real time. However, it is important to remember that AI is not a silver bullet. It is important to have multiple layers of defense in place to protect against cyber threats. You may wonder whether AI technology is truly as advanced as we describe. It's a fair question. Has AI technology really advanced to the point that it's now at a pivotal point and it's continuing to gain momentum? The straightforward answer, yes. To put things in perspective, the entire text of this article has been generated by ChatGPT. The image within it has also been created using Stable Diffusion. Louis Carones only created the prompts that were necessary to explain his requests to the AI tools. We hope that taking a critical look at the text above will help you further understand the growth role of AI, both within the cybersecurity landscape and beyond. My role in all of this has been to do a bit of editing, add some additional images, and add my voice to the words created by AI. Stay safe, stay secure. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Number 4, the new Bing with ChatGPT and how to add it to Chrome, exploring the new Bing search with built-in ChatGPT. I've also set it up on the Chrome browser, and that'll be part of this video. So yesterday, when I opened up my Edge browser and I did my usual check at the new Bing search tool to see whether or not I'd be greeted by the usual message, "You're on the waiting list," I got pleasantly surprised because when I highlighted that Bing icon, guess what? I now have the new Bing search engine with ChatGPT built in. And as you can see, when I do highlight this, it opens up this new window. And from here, I can chat, I can compose. And as it says here, ask me anything. There are restrictions because ChatGPT only works through information gathered up through the end of 2021. So if you want something that happened after that date and you get an actual answer, it's probably not a true one. Up till 2021, this thing works like a charm and has lots of information and makes life a whole lot easier for you. But if you need information for something that happened after 2021, this doesn't have that information available. Keep that in mind when you use it. There's also a change in the actual search bar in Edge. You'll see recent searches, but I can also put in what's new in Bing. And you have an answer, but you have lots of other things that you can choose from. This is just a search result, and it incorporates some of the features of ChatGPT. But you do have the chat feature. You can also do shopping or get images or videos or maps and more. But the biggest added feature is, of course, the chat feature. Put it in, and this opens up ChatGPT right in your search box. Just thought you might want to take a look at what's new in Bing search in the Edge browser. But you can also add that Bing feature to a different Chromium-based browser. Let me show you how to do that. In this case, I've opened up the Chrome browser. Next, select the three-dot menu, select Settings. Now go down to Search Engine. That's, of course, set to Google. That's the default search engine in the Chrome browser. But use the pull-down menu and select Bing. Before we do this, let me go back and put this back into Google. Let me show you what my normal home screen looks like. This is the default. Now we're going to change this thing over to Bing search engine to get the advantages of that ChatGPT being added within the Bing search, but it will change your default home screen in your Google Chrome browser. So let's go back into the three-dot menu, back to settings, back to search, and change this to Bing. Now, let's go to a new tab, and you notice home now looks like this. It no longer has what you originally had. Yes, you still have some shortcuts on the bottom that you set up, but they're not the same as they were when you had it set for the Google search. You are now using Microsoft's Bing search, and this is your new home page. If you're not signed into your Microsoft account, you will at this point have the option. I've already signed in because I'm using Bing. I might as well get the points when I do a search. As you see here, starts off with Ask Me Anything, and that is ChatGPT. That's the change that will occur if you decide to make Bing your default search engine on a different Chromium-based browser. As you can see, it's now available on other Chromium-based browsers, not just Edge. Stay safe, stay secure.
Number 5, what is phishing and can you protect against it? Find out what phishing is and how to protect against becoming a victim. I used both ChatGPT and Pictory AI in the creation of this video. ChatGPT supplied the answers to the questions I posed. Pictory AI created the video, and I used my voice for the narration and Screencast-O-Matic for the editing.
What is phishing and can you protect against it? Phishing is a type of cyber attack in which an attacker tries to trick a victim into revealing sensitive information such as login credentials, credit card numbers, and personal information. Phishing attacks typically involve the use of emails, instant messages, or other communication channels that appear to be legitimate but are actually fake and designed to steal information from the victim. Phishing attacks can take many different forms, but they often involve a message that appears to come from a trusted source, such as a bank, an online retailer, or a social media website. The message may contain a link to a fake website that looks like a real one, or it may ask the victim to provide sensitive information directly through the message. Causes of phishing. Phishing attacks are usually motivated by financial gain or by a desire to obtain sensitive information that can be used for identity theft. Phishing attackers typically use social engineering techniques to manipulate the victim into taking some kind of action, such as clicking on a link, opening an attachment, or providing sensitive information. One common technique used in phishing attacks is to create fake websites or emails that look like they come from a legitimate source, such as a bank, social media site, or online retailer. The attacker may use convincing graphics, logos, and other elements to make the message or website look legitimate, and then use language designed to create a sense of urgency or fear, such as warning the victim of a security breach or threatening to close their account if they don't act quickly. Other techniques used in phishing attacks include spear phishing, which targets specific individuals with customized messages, and whaling, which targets high-profile individuals such as executives or celebrities. Protection against phishing. To protect against phishing attacks, there are a number of steps you can take. Be cautious of unsolicited emails or messages, especially if they contain urgent or threatening language. Phishing emails often use scare tactics to get you to act quickly, so it's important to take a step back and think before clicking on any links or providing any sensitive information. Look for signs that the email may not be legitimate, such as spelling or grammatical errors, or a sense of urgency that seems disproportionate to the situation. Verify the sender's email address or phone number before responding or clicking on any links. Phishing emails often use spoofed or fake email addresses or phone numbers to make the message appear to come from a legitimate source. Before responding to any message or clicking on any link, take a moment to verify the sender's identity by checking their email address or phone number. If you're not sure, contact the sender directly through a different channel to confirm their identity. Check the URL of any link in the message to make sure they match the website you expect to visit. Phishing emails often include links to fake websites that look like legitimate ones. Before clicking on any link, hover over the link to see the URL it leads to. If the URL looks suspicious or doesn't match the website you expect to visit, don't click on the link. Do not provide sensitive information in response to an unsolicited message. Never provide sensitive information such as your login credentials, social security number, or credit card information in response to an unsolicited message. Legitimate organizations will never ask you to provide this information through an email or message. Install any phishing software or browser extensions that can help detect and block phishing attacks. There are many tools available that can help protect against phishing attacks, such as anti-phishing software or browser extensions. These tools can help detect and block phishing websites, alert you to suspicious links, and provide other security features to help keep you safe. Use multi-factor authentication on all of your online accounts to add an extra layer of security. Multi-factor authentication is an important security feature that adds an extra layer of protection to your online accounts. By requiring a second factor, such as a text message or authentication app in addition to your password, multi-factor authentication can help prevent unauthorized access to your accounts even if your password is compromised. Keep your computer and devices up to date with the latest security updates and patches. Keeping your computer and devices up to date with the latest security updates and patches is an important part in protecting against all types of cyber attacks, including phishing. These updates often include security fixes and patches that can help prevent attackers from exploiting known vulnerabilities. Educate yourself and others about the risk of phishing and how to avoid falling victim to these types of attacks. Finally, education is key when it comes to protecting against phishing attacks. By learning about the risk of phishing and how to avoid falling victim to these types of attacks, you can help protect yourself and others from becoming a victim. Share this knowledge with your friends, family, and colleagues to help spread awareness about the importance of online security. Number 6, AI generated out-of-space images using DALL-E 2, music, One Time by Jeremy Black, and I used HTTPS. Well, you can follow the rest of it to create the images. If you're interested in any of the images, let me know. I'll be happy to share them. The only investment I have in the images is the little time, so they are freely available. The rest of this presentation, whoop, we missed one. I'll have to do that. For the rest of the presentation, I'll be using a hands-on demonstration of ChatGPT and DALL-E 2, and there's also BART, which came onto the scene after I first put this together. I'll be using information that the APCUG provided to give us the reply from both ChatGPT and BART. And I'll also be using information that they provided to create an image based on the input from DALL-E 2. We stop sharing and then show you what we can do actually online. And what APCUG wanted me to ask both ChatGPT and BART is bullet points on how social media affects seniors. So let me share the screen, share my entire screen. Now at the bottom, I have some shortcuts. And first, let's go into Bard. Enter that prompt and let her fly. What I'm going to do is just simply copy this and paste it into the chat. That way you can go over this at your leisure. You can save it and you can check for its accuracy. Yeah. So that part's now in the chat. Let me leave Bard and let me open up nope. And pose the same prompt. Oh, no. I didn't want to pose the entire answer from one into the other one. Okay. This is the initial answer. We can, of course, ask it to elaborate, ask it for where did it get its facts from, all kinds of things. So this is just the first part that it spits out, and it's then up to you to go through it. And if you have any doubts about anything that's been created, ask questions.
Bob,
Yeah,
this is Bill. We can't see your chat.
you can't see the reply that came back?
No. John, are you there?
Yeah, it didn't go into the chat box.
Hmm. Hold on. Stop share. Share screen. That's bullet points on how social media affects seniors, and you should now be seeing the answer it created.
Right, but you said you were going to put it in the chat and it didn't go
Yeah, I'm
into
going.
the chat.
Yeah, I haven't gotten it to the chat yet. That's the next step. Nope. It didn't get to the chat. It was in the chat. I just didn't hit the button that says show it to everybody. So what you've gotten now is from Bard. And what you're going to get now is what comes back from Chat GPT.
I like I like bullet point number 4.
So now you should have both answers, or from the same answer from both. Bard is the first one, and Chat GPT is the second one.
Clever. Those are all excellent bullet points.
Yes.
Truly, I mean, there's your presentation right there.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of work, and then just take this and paste it into my other favorite program, and it will come up with all the slides appropriate, most of them appropriate. You have to monitor it to the bullet points, because you can actually create bullet points, and it then produces the slides. And all you do is one of two things: use your own voice or use one of the artificial voices that's already there, and it can do the whole thing for you.
Yes, I'm looking at that, and that would be perfect because I just talked to my bullet points and I can tell a story about real life or whatever for all of those. And I mean, it's like you said, you didn't want me to know how long it took you to put that one presentation together because you knew.
Correct.
It made me feel really sad about that. So the
Yep.
hours I spent on them. Now, are you going to send both of these to me so I can send them out in the follow-up material?
You have the chat.
Okay, they're in the chat. Okay,
Chat is sent to everybody.
I'll get that.
Not right. Now, let me do the next thing on here. And that's, again, share screen and share the whole thing. No, that may not work. Well, we'll see.
I like your background for this presentation.
This was one of the pictures that was part of that slideshow of all the pictures created.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now next we want Are you seeing the browser window?
Yes.
Okay. And this is what you wanted me to have DALL-E 2 create. Sunset at Ventura, California beach. Fairly simple, so let's see what it comes up with. It's generating now. What you're looking at is the panda with a mad scientist. Okay. And here are,
Wow. Storm coming in.
mhm.
And there's the pier. Those are absolutely fantastic because that's where my kid's boat is. And I asked Bob to put that picture together because at one of the Linux presentations, Orv had a picture of Ventura Beach, and I wanted to be able to compare them. And a couple of those look darn good. And you could use those any place, correct? Because they're not copyrighted.
That's exactly right.
And I wonder if that's actually the Ventura pier or just some other pier.
I have no idea. That I don't know. Let's do it this way.
Fascinating. Well, it certainly takes the problem of copyright until somebody sues somewhere along the line that says, Dolly set that, made that special for me, and I've saved it and I've given it a name.
Okay, if you added actually work, took that picture and then used it as a backdrop and actually physically added stuff to it, that picture you then created using this original, that picture you created could then be copyrighted. But the
Wow.
picture created here cannot be.
For those of us who can't do anything like that, if you paid us $1 gazillion to do that, but have ideas about what we'd like, that's way cool.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can do this. Chat. No.
For all the attendees, if you would like Bob to show this at do this at your meeting, he would be more than happy to. And just complete a Speakers Bureau request and you will be off and running.
No, it's too complicated for me to send those pictures. They don't make it easy in the chat. I can't just copy and then paste.
Okay, good.
That's not allowed.
You can send them to me later. Correct?
Yes. Actually, wait a minute.
Oh, that's a spectacular picture.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, take a look in the chat. There's a link. Click on the link and you should now have those pictures. And you can, from there, you can copy them, you can download them, do whatever you want with them.
Aha. And oh, that is a spectacular. That's it. That's got the breakwater and everything.
Yep.
And it's got the seals. It looks like swimming. They're always You should see the things they do to prevent the seals from jumping up on the dock by your boat. They really don't pay attention. They
Nope.
just knock it aside.
And Judy, I had sent you an email with something that was created by both ChatGPT and Bard. And I had asked if you take a look at it and check it for accuracy. And it had to do with APCUG itself.
Okay. That is cool. It's actually, it's amazing. I can see everybody jumping on this like crazy, especially the kids. I mean, the teachers are already talking about it, and they can already, there's websites that lets them know if they plagiarize answers. And my history teacher kid, they do 90-minute classes like they do in college, university. And some kid said he didn't finish the assignment in class. Could he please take it home? And she said, no, but you can finish it when you come back to class, you know, on Wednesday. This was Monday, on Wednesday. And because she figured he was going to go home and ask, you know, one of the chat folks, the GPT or whoever, to come up with the answer for him. And she said, not going to happen, because they got 90 minutes to finish whatever the assignments are.
One more short video. Asking Bard and ChatGPT to give me some information and insight into APCUG. There's the information I'm asking, and I'll be doing the same after this from Bard for ChatGPT. So let's find out what it has to say. Now I sent this to you.
Sorry.
And this is what I wanted you to look at and check for accuracy, because it did a heck of a job.
The first two up at the top is a spot on. It's right from.
Consider that a nice write-up. And I will be asking APCUG to check it for accuracy.
Yeah, when it comes
Now,
to
close this out and open up. Okay, hold on. ChatGPT and ask it the same question. Let's ask that same question of ChatGPT.
Ooh. Oh, I like this one better. That gives a really good overview.
Have it. Next, I'll be asking APCUG itself to verify its accuracy.
Okay, I'll highlight the inaccurate stuff. I don't know that they ever had 1,000 member groups in real life.
That's why I said you use it as a tool. Just don't allow it to become the final product.
Yep.
And if you do that, this is fabulous for helping to make your job a whole lot easier, especially those of us that put lots of presentations and stuff together. Now, I think there are some questions. I don't know what we are on time. I'm running a little over.
We have all the time in the world.
Oh, okay.
Gabe Goldberg has his hand raised.
Well, I think there are some in the chat.
No, Bob, there's not.
No? Okay. Then Gabe is first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back. There is one. One was something about how dangerous is it to give ChatGPT your main cell phone number, and what he said that when he tried to sign up for it, the account, it asked for his cell phone number.
or an email address. You have a choice. You have a choice.
But how safe is it to give that out to Chat GPT?
How safe is it to give it out to anything that asks for it?
Mhm.
Remember, everything you do within these AI tools, they use it for learning purposes, not only to give you information, but also for them to learn, because what you supply in any of these, they use to enhance their model. So you have to be the judge of how important and how reluctant are you to share that information. If you don't want to share it, don't give it. Don't get the benefit of using the tool, because that's basically what it comes out to.
AI in general, it's everyone is going to be involved and affected by it. And I think that's what we need to be keying in on, the fact that there's so many things that are using it and are going to be using it and how they're going to use it. And to create all of this stuff is not cheap. So if you look at a lot of the companies that are out there that are creating programs for a specific industry, or for lawyers, or for writers, or for artists that are producing these things, they're charging a lot of money, anywhere from $10 to $50 a month, to utilize their programs, because getting the license to use the Open GPT, or the Open AI, I should say, company, and their information is very expensive and uses a lot of horsepower. And so there's one of the things that we have to do as end users and with our user groups is finding some of the free stuff, or some of the ones you can use for free for a certain amount of time, to be able to explain it and show it. I think that's where we're going to have to go with this. And one of the people mentioned to me, it's not really artificial intelligence, it's technology intelligence.
Yeah, well, I read, I don't know if it's yesterday or today. No, now I lost my train of thought. And Andy, you got your hand up. It'll come back to me.
Hi, Bob. Number one, great presentation. I'm still trying to make my way through 10% of what you talked about. But question for you. I've heard or read something about where people could take a sample of a voice, a recorded voice, and then generate conversation. Could you talk about that a little bit, please? Oh, and skip the part about anything to do with intellectual property on your voice, my voice, whatever. I think that's something we have to come back to later. Thanks again, Bob.
Okay. Yeah, there is AI available that can take your voice just through a sample and then use it to generate, when you put together a presentation or information for a video, that will actually use what it learned from listening to your voice. And they usually want a sample of 5 minutes or more to be somewhat accurate. And I saw a video yesterday, and when I listened to this person's voice, it was not exactly that person's voice. And that was considered to be one of the top ones, which doesn't mean that next week you couldn't have an exact copy of your voice, my voice. It depends. And there's also a question of, do you really want to give AI a sample of your voice? Because they already know too many things about us. Now they'll also have our voice. And God forbid they get a hold of our credit card number. Now they'll order it over the phone using your voice with your credit card number. And I'd like to see you dispute the purchase.
Well, that's been the reason that for years now on the robocall rather than just hanging up. Some people will say, well, we'll have fun, we'll play games,
Yeah,
and
well,
give wrong answers, where all their
Yep.
the common wisdom has been that they were just looking to simply farm all the voice samples that they could.
when you get a robocall, the smartest thing you can do is say nothing. Hang up the phone. Plain and
Yes,
simple.
sir.
Nope. The smartest thing to do is not answer it. They will sell your phone number or your email address for more money, and you will get more lousy phishing emails and more robocalls. So just
Unfortunately, Judy, you don't know if it's not your doctor calling and you don't have his phone number yet put in with
Then-
your contacts.
then wait
So-
for the voicemail.
I agree. That's what voicemail is for.
Yep.
Thanks again, Bob.
You're welcome.
And Bob is a victim of the grandparent scam. It was written up
No,
by.
no. I was not a victim.
No,
I
you
was-
were a participant in.
Yeah. Somebody attempted to
Right.
extort.
And
They didn't get the first base, but
the AI voice stuff is running rampant with a
Mhm.
grandparent scam. And they're saying, in social media and all this good kind of stuff, make sure that you don't have, recordings of your grandkids because they're picking them up. And when you get the call now, it sounds more and more like your grandson or your granddaughter. And of course, the bad actors jump on stuff like this immediately. And I mean, what Bob did with his was absolutely outstanding it was like he didn't love that kid at all. Well, it wasn't his kid. So be very careful about if you happen to get a call, verify that is actually somebody
when
who
somebody-
belongs to you.
when somebody calls and says this is your granddaughter or your grandson, and then when you say which one, they say, oh, your oldest. Sorry, oldest is not good enough.
Yeah.
What is your name? Okay. And if they have the name, usually you have nicknames for your kids and your grandkids. And if they don't know what that is, it's not them. And then if you're still not sure, take another phone and call your grandchild.
Yeah.
And you're going to find out they're going to answer the phone. Well, how can you answer the phone? You're already on the phone with me. That
Right.
should have been a busy signal. So, but the problem is when you're talking about grandchildren, it automatically tugs at your heartstring. So you already have 2 strikes against you when one of those calls comes in, and you need to use reason, not emotion.
And the third strike is AI now mimicking their voices.
Yep. That makes it even harder. John.
John Kennedy, you have a question. How cool.
No, comment. Going along with Huey's comment about software, and Bob's presentation showed that one of the things that's making this maybe a little bit more acceptable to me, but not totally yet, is the fact that so many of the software programs were open source, which means that nothing gets snuck in there that we don't know about, because open source is open.
Oh, dear. Kurt, how is it in the Twin Cities? Do you still have snow?
Well, you can still find some, but you got to look a lot harder this week.
Okay, good. Good to know.
And everything. And in fact, it is beautiful today, and I think we stand a good chance of setting an all-time record for this day, which will be 84, if we do it. I want to correct something that I heard with regards to the amount of audio that needs to be sampled in order to clone a voice. And I think I heard something like 3 minutes. And news reports lately have been that it's an extremely small sample that's necessary, like answering your phone and saying hello. Okay, and the advice is not to do that. And it doesn't bode well for a lot of people here that have their recorded voice on the internet. Anybody that has ever given a presentation has
Yeah.
put a lot more than that out, and it's available to be harvested. But another thought that I have, bringing two ideas together. Number one, I have heard the creators of some of these AI programs, particularly ChatGPT, in interviews say, we don't know how it works. Okay, we feed it data and it appears to work. Okay, and that troubles me greatly. And my career was involved in operating system software. And it's the kind of software where it's not good enough, okay, if it works 999,999 times out of a million. Okay, one failure in there is not good enough because my system's going to be coming down multiple times per day. So what we would do is we went through code line by line. And when we were writing something and looking at how it worked, and especially when we were looking at error situations, we had to spend a lot of time creating an environment to take and come up with a certain problem, or to validate that when some input was put in, the correct input, the correct output was created. And it bothers me in a world of AI where we can have the people that have created it. And this is legit. It is, the answer is truly legitimate as I understand it. Okay, say, I don't know how it works. And if I ask a question and I don't know how it works, I don't know if I can trust the answer.
Well,
So-
then you don't use it. Then don't use it. That's the
Well-
answer. It's like people who say, well, they got all my information. Well, you're the one who's on the smartphone and on the computer, and as much as you try to hide things, they get a bit here and a bit here and a bit here, and they put it all together and they've got your information. The only way not for them to not get your information is to never ever have put any parts of it out there. And the same is going to go with ChatGPT. Voice, you're cloning your voice. I quite often get a comment on my videos that, hey, you sound just like Stan Lee. So what happens now? Am I going to get hit with a lawsuit because I sound like Stan Lee? Unfortunately, he's already passed, but I get that comment at least 100 times in a year. But that's my voice.
I think
okay?
you're missing my point about trusting it. Okay, but concern is not necessarily what I trust or do not trust. It's what society trusts or does not trust.
I'm my own keeper. I'm not society's keeper. I have to be satisfied and be able to go to sleep at night. So I use it as a tool. That's it. It's a tool, and it helps to cut down the amount of time it takes me to produce something. But it's still up to me.
Missing the point.
Okay.
Okay, well, I have a G air freshener, as we call them in the living room, that was never, ever set up. It was plugged in, and I have a screen in my family room and one in my bedroom that were set up. Over time, the air freshener is self-taught. It can answer anything that's asked. It's never been trained. It's never been asked anything. And I used to have a guy as my choice. And for some reason, a lady is now my assistant. it just decided, the guy did, that I guess I don't want to do this anymore. And the lady took over all by herself. They do say, our home automation devices, are they watching us? Well, mine in the living room, and nobody goes in the living room. It's the pass-through room to the rest of the house. And it's absolutely amazing to me. And it's the same thing with my TV. Just for grins, one day I asked it to turn it off and change the sound and turn it, and it did it. I have not done anything to set up my smart TV to work with any of my stuff here. So, you know, it's self-taught. So you have to decide what you're going to live with. And you are your own person, and that's it. That's who you decide, you know, to be.
Kevin?
Yes, there's just so much about this. Bob, thank you for the information, for showing us a bit of how it works and stuff. I had been curious, but just didn't want to be bothered. So that elevates it in my list of interesting things to check out. I don't know how to solve this, but it does concern me that on the one hand, a conventional newspaper had editors and reporters, there were journalists who had traditional modes of making sure things were accurate before they would put them up and the newspaper would stand by it, etc. But as you were so good about letting us know that all of this pretty much repeatedly said, use at your own risk. This may or may not be true. And at the end, the thing about the APCUG, when Judy started laughing and saying, well, I don't think we ever had 1,000 clubs. I'm thinking, well, for me looking at that, I have no clue. I'm a relatively recent member. And like, so now the onus is on me, just as it was the day I was on Facebook and I saw some outlandish thing on there. I said, who the heck is editorializing these ads, which were just a bunch of hooey? But like, now the onus is on me to look at what was produced. And now I have to say, well, these things look reasonable, so I guess they're true. But I got to check every one of them because they're all possibly balderdash. So now I have to use ChatGPT or some other tool to say, what of this is true? And then I guess I have to use a tool like that to say, what if this is true? What if this is false? And then strip away the false stuff. Because I was a user of Wikipedia, and I still am, when I just want basic information of certain things. If I want to get editorials or opinions, then maybe not so much. But just the basic understanding of how a hard drive works, how this works, I put a lot of credibility to that. So I don't have a solution for that. I don't think some trite "don't use it" is an answer or a solution. Just as when nuclear energy. Now, this is another topic related to the overall processing of AI. Just as when we had nuclear power plants beginning, the idea of what do we do with the waste products was, oh, well, we'll take care of that later. And it's been a number of years, and to the best of my knowledge, there is no actual solution to what we do with the nuclear waste. And my understanding is there's a lot of bad stuff hanging out somewhere in the greater Denver area. That's a problem. And nobody, of course, wants it. And we still haven't figured that out. So is there a way we can learn from our past mistakes? We had our Industrial Revolution, produced incredible stuff, but we also have incredible pollution that at one time was said, it just dissipates. The solution to pollution is dilution, is dilution, as my father-in-law used to say. Well, it doesn't seem to have worked out that way. So again, I don't have answers. I really don't want trite replies of, well, just don't use it. It's not your thing. It's like, this is a huge thing. And things are, I was at a shop and one of the guys there was saying, you should see this. And what his friends in his marketing area had done, he sells a product, and these people that know him and like him created all these little videos with him, with his face looking like it was emoting different things. And it wasn't the best quality, and it was kind of trivial. but people believe a lot of things, and we do. In the past, there were journalists who attempted to make sure there was some level of integrity and truth there. And I just see now the onus is going to be on each of us to discern the truth about things that should be provable or not. Like Judy saying, we never had 1,000 members. You know, it's just a simple.
Kevin,
Yes, sir.
the onus has been on us for a very long time. As we find out now, things that were looked at as being falsehoods turn out to be truth. I just read what I'd forgotten before, that there are now some legislators who want to curb AI because it's using too much energy.
Oh, God.
Okay, so
Sorry.
you know, you don't know what's coming down the pike. You have no way of knowing. But if somebody wants to put a stop to it, they'll always find a way. And if somebody wants to make sure it doesn't get stopped, hopefully there's enough people to see that, hey, you can't stop progress, but you have to be able to curb it so that it acts as something good, not something evil. And that's where the problem always comes in.
But if you notice, when the legislators back in Washington, D.C. have committees about technology, you understand that not hardly any of them have any clue about anything to do with technology. It's the sweet young things standing behind their chairs that have to whisper in their ears. So it's ridiculous. Wikipedia, I could go right now to Wikipedia and go to APCUG's blurb and change the number of groups to 1,000 if I wanted to. Wikipedia is good and I do donate to them, but I take what they have with a grain of salt, because you can put anything your little heart desires up there. There's not really fact checking going on per se.
You have permissions to do that?
I sure do.
I can't go.
So do I. So do I.
I can't go do that.
Yeah, no. David Williams said one day, will you please go to Wikipedia and refresh all the information that is up there with what's current now and everything? And I did.
I can't do that.
I can.
Sure you can.
I believe you can
How?
log into it and do it.
You might want to try that. So, so it's what can, you do. You have to realize that other people can do what I can do. I would only do it with APCUG, but I could make it read like we're slicker than snot and, the best thing that ever came down the pike. But I laugh at the 1,000 groups. Anyway, Joel, you are our last question or comment.
I would think it'd be a very interesting exercise to ask ChatGPT what its source was for that 1,000 number.
Yeah, you can do that in the Bing search, which uses ChatGPT as part of its aid. But there you can ask for sources. And you also have 3 different modes. You can ask it to just give you factual information, and then you can go gradually up. And the last one is, hey, just give me a whole nice story that I could go peddle someplace. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not. It just has to sound like it is.
And with that, I thank both Orv Beach. I thought I didn't get to see all of his, but his presentation was fascinating. And I now see why my son and all his friends would sit in the garage with the light turned low. I guess that was their ham shack. And his antenna was this great big huge thing that was attached to our chimney, much taller than was legal in LA County at the time, because we weren't a city, but nobody seemed to care. And they had more fun in there. And I had, it was one of you guys, just as long as you're home, go do your thing in there. And I can see why he had so much fun. And in the 94 earthquake, we got our freeway died, it collapsed. So we had no way out, so to speak. And all the ham operators that lived up here, the majority of them in Santa Clarita, they all went down to City Hall, and City Hall set up their parking lot. Their building was not usable and kept everything going with the Santa Clarita Valley Ham Radio Operator Club members, which was way cool. It's what they prepare to do. And Bob G, thank you again for a fantastic presentation. And I didn't miss anything because I've already seen that part, but I'm here for the Q&A, and that was a lot of fun, let me tell you.
Yep.
We got some people riled up a little bit. Over to Mr. John, who is going to walk us off.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us on another Wednesday workshop. I'd like to thank Bill James for being our question person today. And Judy, you can be replaced. Not really. And we'll invite everybody back. This is just the first of 3 for this month. We'll be back next week with the Linux one. And then on the 26th, we'll be here for an all Mac workshop. So lots of information about the Mac OS and stuff. So join us then. Everybody have a good and enjoyable weather. Kurt, glad to know that the north is getting better and it's getting warmer up there. Watch out for the floods. Thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time. Those that are newbies, you can just hit that leave button and you're out of here.